Hey friends, welcome back to Rita Talks. I'm Rita, and on this YouTube channel, I just share some of the thoughts, or basically some of the things that I've been thinking about lately, or today mostly. Um, so today, I just want to talk about a topic that I find very interesting, uh, and it's the topic of deciding when to share with the people in your life that you're doing something that's unconventional or something that's considered a bit weird or awkward. And this is something that's been super interesting to me because, I mean, I always in my whole life, I just felt like I wanted to do different things than other people around me in my life, whether it was at school or maybe at home, or you know, I just kept on going to these different places. So at the beginning, I grew up in Morocco, so and I went to a specific school, and basically I just thought, okay, maybe the problem is with, you know, these people don't think the same way that I do, because maybe the issue is that people here in Morocco or like in this school don't understand this kind of, don't see things eye to eye to me or with me. Anyway, and then I came here to France for my studies, and I was in this school, and I still felt like an outsider because uh like people still did not seem to see eye to eye to me, or basically have the same hopes and aspirations as I did. And then I went to my engineering school, or basically graduate school in France, and they're a bit like there was some similarity. Like I have some friends whom I think uh, see somewhat eye to eye in that regards, and yeah, I cherish them very much. But still, it just felt uh, like basically in uh, my whole life, I felt like I was always trying to find people who saw the world in the same optimistic, dreamy way that I do when I'm on my best days. And basically, just starting this YouTube channel is something that's would be considered weird if I told right now the people around me. And uh, the way that I go about approaching these kinds of things, or basically something that's too ambitious, for example, when I was applying for jobs at big tech companies, uh, you know, I didn't want to be seem like the show-offy girl who's like, oh, I'm interviewing at X, Y, and Z company, because actually, the truth is, I did not get accepted into like almost any of them, except the one that I got in, and that was because of my anxiety. But that's okay, because it only takes uh, one process to go well you know for something amazing to happen. So I had a lot of failures, and that's okay. But yeah, basically, with all of these things, whenever I'm trying to do something that's out of the ordinary, or something that's considered ambitious or stupid or weird, uh, at first I really try to avoid as much as possible telling people, because basically I've noticed that from my experience that whenever I tell people, I start getting these questions uh, like uh, uh, oh yeah, are you really sure that you want to do that, and why are you going to do that, what's your long-term plan? And I'm like, I don't know. And basically it just causes me to question myself even more. and I just spend so much time just trying to justify what I'm trying to do that it's actually exhausting, and it takes away energy that I could have spent trying to make sure that the thing that I'm trying to do happen. So like for this YouTube channel, I'm not telling any of my close friends just yet. Let's see, maybe in a few months, once I've built up enough confidence in my ability to do this, maybe I'll be confident enough to tell the people around me and not be, you know, doubtful of myself and basically of my ability to make this happen. And that's the main reason that I hide it. It's not that I'm trying to hide it because I don't like the people around me. It's that actually I'm super insecure, and basically I'm not looking for anything that will add to my insecurity about doing such things and going outside of my comfort zone, and basically really trying to push myself. And yeah, I just wanna kind of basically build a foundation of trust in myself before I announce it to the world, because I feel like once you announce something to the people around you, you know, it kind of becomes weird because they start to try to joke about you or something like that, especially if it's not working just yet, and especially if you're starting out, and that will get you, like, I mean, it used to get me super demotivated, and I would just stop trying to do the thing that I wanted to do, which is very counterproductive, and yeah, I would regret it later on. And I guess this is one of the reasons that, you know, I love solitude so much, is because basically when I'm alone, like right now in my apartment, I just feel this immense sense of freedom, because basically I can just uh, do the things that I want to do without having to justify why I'm doing them or anything to anyone, and basically just allow myself to experiment and, you know, embrace not being good at things and allow myself to iterate over time, so that I can improve gradually instead of expecting of myself to be perfect at something that I just tried. An example is that, you know, I love uh, I love music, and I always wished that I had, you know, a better voice, singing voice. And at this point, you know, my voice is not it's not great. You don't want to hear me sing, but it's very liberating to be in my apartment, and whenever I'm studying or, you know, just in the mood for music, I can just sing uh, without feeling judged, all by my lonesome, and hopefully with enough, you know, terrible singing on my own, and embracing, uh, embracing bad singing, my bad singing. I will be able to improve just by listening to more music, or basically having an incremental feedback loop that basically teaches me how to sing without the external pressure of people judging me, and basically the external pressure to try to perform and to try to posture and you know, show that I'm good enough and protect my ego and all of that stuff. It's just none of that comes into play, and that's why I love, you know, just spending time alone, because I really can do like stupid stuff that I want to try. Like, I don't know, dance terribly. Honestly, I'm a terrible dancer, but I enjoy it. And yeah, it's like sometimes I just put music super loud in my apartment and start dancing on my own, like it's my own dance party, and like singing with my terrible voice. But then I enjoy singing, even though it's not very good. But it's okay, you know. It's like as long as it brings me joy, I like to do it. And yeah, I'm trying to do that. Like, I'm trying to do the same with this YouTube thing. Is that I'm trying to, like, basically almost no one knows about this YouTube channel at this point. I have not told anyone as of now. And I just, film these things, get comfortable with, talking to the camera and sharing my thoughts, hopefully in a more or less comprehensible way. And I know that, my sequencing of ideas is not perfect, and I'm still working on that. But hopefully, over a few more, a few, uh, I don't know, tens, like dozen or 2 dozen more videos, it will improve. And that's okay because I'm not putting too much pressure on myself because I know no one probably is watching these videos, and that's okay. I'm completely okay with that. And that's exactly how I want it. That's why I'm not advertising it to anyone. I'm just having these videos here so that I can, just get comfortable with myself and like build this base of confidence in my ability to do this. Um, and yeah, just like once I get that confidence, I like I'm really able to perform much better, and you know I'm less anxious. My ego is less hurt because I'm not constantly seeking the approval of other people, and just basically trying to reward myself internally for taking action. So yeah, just wanted to talk about that for a bit. I just found was listening to the podcast episode that Ali Abdal really released because this is the first time he releases it. He released it, but it was recorded about 2 years ago, I think, during the pandemic, during lockdown. He had this podcast episode with Derek Sivers, and it's absolutely amazing. Honestly, I absolutely loved it. I listened to one part yesterday, and today I listened to the second part. Honestly, this episode is chef's kiss, absolutely amazing. So I definitely recommend you go and listen to it if you're looking for some inspiration. I just found it really. I'm gonna stop saying absolutely amazing, but it was absolutely amazing. Anyway, thanks a lot for listening to my little ramblings here, and you can click here to watch my previous video, and you can click here to watch my latest video on this channel. Thanks a lot for tuning in, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye bye!